welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Shalane. A Valentine's Day vacation went horribly wrong for a young couple from Uttar Pradesh who accidentally drowned off Palole Beach on Tuesday. The couple Supriya Dubey, 26, and Vibhu Sharma, age 27, is believed to have entered the waters for a swim after having dinner and cocktails late Monday night. They had reportedly not informed their families that they were going to Goa.
The bodies of Supriya Dubey, 26, and Vibhu Sharma, 27, who are believed to be related, washed up on the orange stretch of Palole Beach on Tuesday. Police stated that Supriya Dubey, who was working in Bangalore, was found lifeless on the beach at around 7 a.m. on Tuesday morning. They said they were unable to identify her until they found a mobile phone left on the beach and unlocked it using her fingerprint. Vibhu Sharma's body was found floating in the water in the afternoon, a short distance away from where Supriya Dubey washed up. The police believed that Supriya was drowning in the water and Sharma was trying to rescue her when he also drowned. Inquiries with the hotel staff revealed that the couple had spent a few days in North Goa before arriving in Kanakon on Sunday. Sources said they had eaten dinner on Monday night and celebrated with a few cocktails before heading towards the beach. Some foreigners informed the police that they had heard some faint calls for help post midnight but were not sure of what they had heard. The Kanakon police have sent their bodies to the South Goa District Hospital for post-mortem and their families have been informed. Bureau Report, Herald TV.
Taxi operators from Perne who had launched a protest on Valentine's Day had withdrawn their protest. They stated that they were withdrawing the protest since the process to issue permits to ply blue taxis from Manohar Parrikar International Airport had started on Wednesday. However, they have withdrawn the protest conditionally. The taxi operators and those waiting to plying taxis from Mopa Airport had started a protest since the government had since January 5th failed to allocate a counter to them at the airport.
Operators from Perne who had launched a protest on Valentine's Day have withdrawn their protests. They stated that they were withdrawing the protest since the process to issue permits to ply blue taxis from Manohar Parrikar International Airport has started on Wednesday. However, they have not withdrawn the protest unconditionally. The taxi operators and those wanting to ply taxis from Mopa Airport had started a protest since the government had since January 5th failed to allocate a counter to them at the airport.
सध्या जी मीडिया मार्फत जी न्यूज आयला त्याप्रमाणे इन प्रिन्सिपल जी सेक्रेटरी ट्रान्सपोर्ट आणि ट्रान्सपोर्ट खात्याचे अधिकारी यांच्यामध्ये जी कमिटीची मीटिंग शेड्यूल आशिल्ली 3:30 ती मीटिंग जाल्या आणि त्या मिटिंगेन ती कमिटी हाचेर जो मोपा एअरपोर्ट जो आमचो डिमांड आशिल्लो टॅक्सी स्टँडाचो तो त्यांच्यानी ब्लू कॅब टॅक्सी स्टँड मंजूर केला त्या मिटिंगेन
की आम्ही काउंटर आणि हे नोटिफाय करता म्हणून ती व्यवस्थित सर्क्युलर किंवा नोटिफिकेशन लेखी रूपात तेका व्यवस्थित तेका सिंपल आता लेटर असं नाही तर लेखी रूपात सर्क्युलर आणि नोटिफिकेशन जोपर्यंत आमच्या हातात पडणार तोपर्यंत आम्ही समाधान किंवा आमचे आंदोलन सोंपले असे म्हणू शकणार. आम्ही तात्पुरते सगळे आता आयची गजाल मान्य केला. आम्ही फाल्यां परत मेळटले. फाल्यां आमची मिटींग जातली डायरेक्टरा बरोबर आणि आयज आता आमकां चर्चा आसतली. सो आमच्या चर्चेंतल्यान फुडली दिशा ठरतली. आंदोलन पूर्णपणे थांबूंक ना अशें आमी आयज आता ह्या घडयेक सांगूंक शकता.
आसा ताणें जे आयज इतले सकाळच्यान एक कार्य केला जे कितें आपलो एक लोकां कडेन जे मॅसेज पावयला ताचो खंय तरी आज आमकां एक रिजल्ट धाकटोसो येयला. कित्याक तर पयलीं म्हणजे समाधानाची गोश्ट म्हणजे एक 150 गाडयांक कावंटर आनी स्टँड दितात हे अशें आमी आतां आयकून जाणा. पण आतां आमकां जशें डेप्युटी कलेक्टर वतकूच कळ्ळें की नोटिफिकेशनूय जाता. सो सादारण आमचो खंय तरी एक सुरवात जाला. आयज आमचे पॉझिटिव्हनेस जाला आनी ह्यात तुमचे इवन सगळ्यां सहकार्य म्हणजे सरकाराचें तरी आमी अभिनंदन करताच. तशेंच तुमचे पत्रकारांचे आसा की तुमच्या पत्रकारांमुळे ही बरीचशी गोष्ट पावल्या की आमी पेडणेकार तीव्र जाल्यात म्हणून. सो ही आनंदाची गोष्ट आहा. पण आता सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचें आसा की ही आमकां मॅक्झिमम कसो तेजो युटिलायझेशन जातलो हेचेर आतां आमकां घेवंक जाय. जशें आमचे शहापूरकर नारोलकर साहेब हेंच्यांनी जे बरेचशे गोश्टी तुमकां सांगलेले आसात. आतां हे आमकां मॅक्झिमम म्हणजे आमच्या लोकांक पेडण्याच्या मॅक्झिमम लोकांक कसो फायदो जातलो ह्या संदर्भात आमचो विचार विनिमय चालू आसतलो.
मकबूल मालगी मनी फॉर हेरल्ड टीव्ही.
Katia Coelho, who became the first female IQ foiler to qualify for the Asian Games in China after winning gold at the third trial in the IQ foil event in windsurfing, said she required government's help to secure an international coach for the right training to compete in the Asian Games. Katia also emphasized the need for more female athletes in India and that the government should work on promoting the sport.
Female athletes in sports in general, and in windsurfing it's very low, the level of competition, the level of female participants, so in the near future I hope we have more female sailors in India. I hope they take up this sport. Of course it is a physically demanding sport, it is, we are doing it in the hot sun. A lot of females maybe like wouldn't but we need more female athletes in sports.
Do you think government also should need to do something to promote this sport?
Yes, and especially in Goa, I believe, because we have all the resources we need. The main thing is we have such a beautiful beach. If you see in Bombay, they don't have like beaches like how we have, and it is so polluted and so dirty. The beach over there. In Goa, we have the right kind of resources. We have the right kind of training facilities also. For beginners to join this sport. And I think a little push from the government, from the sports authorities, towards this sport also would really help. I mean, we have football camps, we have so many various things for other sports, but I believe sailing is a beautiful sport and it keeps you physically very fit. I think this is what is needed and what should be promoted in the youth, like for youth. I think sports is something that needs to be in every household. People should be encouraging their kids to take up sports because it teaches you discipline. It builds character, in a child. And, they have a lot of support from the association. But sadly, there is this kind of miscommunication that happens with me and my association, I believe, because I'm not getting the support I want, honestly, from them. Um, I really don't know what else to say. I mean, I'm hoping that now, as an athlete, it was my duty to represent Goa and represent India and qualify for my country. As an athlete, that is my duty. But it is also the duty of the officials from now on to take it forward, See, whatever I have done, I have in IQ foiling, I have learned only because of my father, who was my coach. This level, national coaches are charging a bomb, to learn. But thankfully, I've had the resources of my father and my brother also. That is how I was able to learn. And now this new sport that is IQ foiling, it is so technical and there are so many new things to learn. And over this last year, I have learned it all by myself. Like even in the races, sometimes I'm not knowing what I'm doing wrong or right because I have not got the kind of coaching what other athletes have been getting. I've not gotten any kind of foreign coaching in this field in IQ foiling, and I think that is important. I mean, now that I have qualified India for the Asian Games, it's a huge matter of pride for me, but it's also a huge responsibility on my shoulders. And in order to do well, I would require right kind of coaching. I mean, how can I perform well without the coaching? It is quite an expensive sport, and to sustain in this sport, it is very hard because when it comes to financial support, I have received my prize money from 2011 this last year. So from 2011, whatever I've won, I've received it last year. So you can imagine, it's a very delayed process. But thanks to the sports minister, Mr. Govind Gowde, he has been taken my last case, which was for Thailand, where I won the first silver medal for India in IQ foiling. I got a little bit of financial support for that particular event. But we need to constantly be doing Asian Championships, European circuits. Now, I want to start my campaign for the Asian Games, and I do require financial support for that.
Prakash Karekar for Herald TV.
A massive accident between two-wheelers was reported from Mapusa. One person died and 4 others were injured in the accident. It is reported that the accident occurred between a Bullet motorcycle and a Honda Dio scooter, which was completely destroyed in the accident near Bodgeshwar Temple, Mapusa. The name of the deceased was given as Saddam Hussain, aged 30, resident of Mapusa. The 4 injured persons were shifted to Goa Medical College, Bambolim.
A massive accident between two wheelers was reported from Mapusa. One person died and 4 others were injured in the accident. It is reported that the accident occurred between a Bullet motorcycle and a Honda Dio scooter, which was completely destroyed in the accident near Bodgeshwar Temple, Mapusa. The name of the deceased was given as Saddam Hussain, age 30, resident of Mapusa. The 4 injured persons were shifted to Goa Medical College, Bambuli. Bureau Report, Herald TV.
As the population of Vasco town has increased with leaps and bounds, the port town has undergone vast changes since liberation. The town is now struggling with issues of inadequate infrastructure, traffic movement, parking and other issues. One issue that is plaguing the town is the increase of houses and cable connections. The streets of Swatantrapat and FL Gomes are full of thick bundles of cables hanging from the electricity poles. Watch citizen journalist Adelmo Fernandez take up this issue on a program Citizen Herald on Herald TV and YouTube.
Bred and brought up in the port town of Vasco. I've spent 6.5 decades in the city. I've seen Vasco City transform from a beautiful place with less traffic on the roads to a place which has become absolutely chaotic due to the influx of people from other states. Sad to say that Vasco is no longer a beautiful city it was of the past. Vasco is known as mini India. A person who comes in the market could be from anywhere from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. Looking for Goans in Vasco is like searching for a needle in a haystack. One cannot help it since India belongs to every citizen of the country. An Indian can settle in any city of the country. But then this has led to a population explosion in the port town. Vasco cannot keep pace with the growing population as it does not have the necessary infrastructure to sustain the growing population. Hence, the city is suffering from several issues right from lack of parking space to garbage problems. One issue I would like to highlight today is the cable menace in the city. The increase in the number of people living here has led to more people opting for cable connection to their TV sets. Those supplying cable connections are using the electricity poles to take the cables to the various homes. As a result of this, one sees several bundles of black cables hanging from the electricity poles. This gives an ugly look to the city. Many times broken cables are seen strewn on the roads. This can prove dangerous for the two-wheelers riders.
Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
Kalangut police on Wednesday arrested a 23-year-old Nigerian national on charges of possessing drugs worth Rs 70,000 at Porbavado, Kalangut. According to Kalangut police, the accused was arrested on charges of possessing 4 grams of cocaine and 2 grams of ecstasy, all worth Rs 70,000.
Kalangut police on Wednesday arrested a Nigerian national on charges of possessing illegal drugs worth Rs 70,000 at Porbavado, Kalangut. Akomolafe Olusa was arrested on charges of possessing 4 grams of narcotic substance cocaine and 2 grams of psychotropic substance ecstasy. The 23-year-old Nigerian national was arrested in crime number 23/2023 under Section 21 subsection B, Section 22 subsection B of NDPS Act 1985 and remanded to 4 days police custody. The police were informed by sources that one person would come to deliver narcotic substances to prospective customers near Pal Marina Resort at Porbavada, Kalangut on a scooter. The raiding team apprehended the accused and recovered the narcotic substance and the scooter used during the commission of crime. Further investigation is on. Prakash Kadekar for Herald TV.
The feast of the Miraculous tongue of St. Anthony was celebrated on Wednesday. Hundreds of devotees thronged to the chapel of Desua Chinchini to attend Mass, which was followed by the procession and thereafter kissing of the relic of the saint's blessed tongue. Father Henry Falcao, director of St. Joseph Vaz Spiritual Renewal Center, Old Goa, was the main celebrant of the Mass.
There is a relic at Desua Chapel in the form of a piece of tongue of St. Anthony, which was brought from the cathedral at Padua in Spain. It was on February 15, the day on which the tongue was found intact and vivid. The feast of the Miraculous tongue of St. Anthony is celebrated at the Desua Chapel on February 15th every year. Inasia Narona for Herald TV.
United Club of Telauli and Girdoli clubs match ended with a 2-2 draw in the Goa Football Association's Second Division League match. The match was played at Rosary Ground, Navalim on Tuesday.
United Club of Telauli and Girdoli clubs match ended in a 2-2 draw in the Goa Football Association's Second Division League match. Ethan Fernandez of Telalim opened the scoreline in the 9th minute with a well-placed shot. 4 minutes later, Presley Pinto equalized for Girdoli club. Mohammad Sheikh of Girdoli's long ranger failed to go into Talalim's length in the 20th minute. Prince Vigredo of Talalim should have netted in the 27th minute, but hit the Girdoli's crossbar and the ball went out of play. Kreski Pereira of Girdoli took a sudden shot from the centre but was denied a goal by the goal spot of Talali in the 39th minute. With just 1 minute left for the final whistle, Shannon Barrett of UC Talali took a powerful shot which kissed the inside crossbar of Girdoli and sailed into the net to make the score 2-1. Later in the second half, Presley Pinto of Girdoli club made it 2-2 in the 70th minute. Inasia Narona for Herald TV.
Though Manohar International Airport Mapusa started commercial operations on January 5, 2023, Pednekas are still grounded. The yellow-black taxi operators who were promised a taxi counter at the Mapusa airport have still not been granted their wish. The Mapusa airport was trumpeted as having created jobs for Pednekas. This has not become a reality for all Pednekas, many of whom had sacrificed their land for the Mapusa airport. After the taximen started their protest, Chief Minister Pramod Sawant had a meeting with representatives of the group at Government Secretariat, Porvorim.
Taximen from Pedne began their protests outside the Government Administrative Building Pedne on Tuesday, February 14. They are demanding for a yellow-black taxi counter or a blue cab counter at the Mapusa airport, thus reclaiming their right for jobs in the wake of sacrificing land for Mapusa. Before starting the protest, the taximen took the blessings of Goddess Bhagwati at Pedne.
आमकां येलो ब्लॅक टॅक्सी मेळपाक लागून या ब्लू टॅक्सी मेळपाक लागून त्या प्रमाणे आमी हे आयज आंदोलनाक सुरवात केली आहा तर आमकां तेंच्यांनी आयज 1 म्हयनो जावन गेला की आश्वासन दिल्लें की तुमकां येलो ब्लॅक टॅक्सी दितले म्हणून आनी तेजे प्रोसेस चालू करतले म्हणून तेच्या उपरांत आमी एक 8 दिसाचो तेंच्या कडल्यान टायम घेतलो 8 दिसा उपरांत 1 म्हयनो जालो तेच्या उपरांत आमी जे अधिकाऱ्यां कडेन जो संपर्क साधलो ते हेचेर आमकां दिसलें की आमकां ते खंय तरी आतां सायटीक काडटात अजुनूय तेंचेर कितें प्रोसेस जाल्ले ना हे बेश्टेच आमकां खंय तरी फटोवंक सोदतात अशें आमकां दिसलेलें. ताका लागून आमी हो निर्णय घेतला की जो पर्यंत हे जे आमची मागणी पूर्ण जायना तो पर्यंत आमचे जे लिगल एडवायजर आतां आमकां सांजच्या वेळार जे कितें हे दितले आमकां मार्गदर्शन करतले त्याच्या प्रमाणे हे आमी आंदोलन हेच्या फुडें आमी चालूच दवरतले.
धरण्याक सुरू करता आणि आमचे जे पुरोहीत आहात तांच्यानी भगवती देवी कडेन आमच्या मार्फत मागणें केलां की हे आमचे जे आंदोलन आमी फाटले कितलेशेच दीस धरणे आंदोलन आतां हे पयलें आंदोलन त्याच्या पयलीं आमी कितलीशींच आंदोलनां केल्या आणि हे आंदोलन आयज शेवटचें ठरचें आणि आमची जी मागणी आहा येलो कॅब किंवा ब्लू कॅब गव्हर्मेंट जो टॅक्सी स्टँड आमकां दिवपा जावो तो त्याचो डिसिजन आयज संध्याकाळ पर्यंत जावचो आणि आमची मागणी पूर्ण जावची आणि मागणी पूर्ण जाल्या उपरांत परत आमी देवीच्या दर्शनाक परत येतले.
मकबूल मालगीमणी for Herald TV.
Interdepartmental meeting decides to allocate a counter and parking space to blue taxis at Mopa. There will be parking space and a pickup bay at Mopa Airport. We have shortlisted 2 to 3 options for the color of the taxis, which we will finalize after taking the stakeholders into confidence, Director of Transport Rajan Stadikar said after the meeting. He also disclosed that the department had received 170 applications from people who own vehicles, while another 1,000 have shown interest but don't own a vehicle. The interest of Pennikar will be taken into account, it was said.
An interdepartmental meeting decided to allocate a counter and parking space to blue taxis at Mopa International Airport. There will be parking space and a pickup bay at Mopa Airport. Director of Transport Rajan Satadekar also disclosed that the department has received 170 applications from people who own vehicles, while another 1,000 have shown interest but don't own a vehicle.
ब्लू टॅक्सी प्रिपेड कॅब सर्वीस ही मोपाच्यान सुरू करपा खातीर आमी एडवर्टिजमेंट घातिल्ली. तातूंत 170 एप्लिकेशनां आयल्या. तेंचे कडेन गाडयो आसा आनी देर आर इंट्रस्टेड लोक आसात. ती आनी 1000 एप्लिकेशन आसा. सो ती प्रक्रिया सुरू केल्या इमिडिएटली. आज GMRचे ऑफिसर्सूय आयिल्ले इमिडिएटली. सो तांकां कावंटर दिवपाचें डिसायड जालां. कावंटर also there will be space for parking and there will be a pickup bay. तांच्यान ही सर्वीस सुरू जातली. गाडयेचो कलरूय आमी 2-3 ऑप्शन्स पळयताले. डेफिनेटली वी वील स्पीक विथ स्टेक होल्डर्स आनी गाडयेची कलर तेंची युनिफॉर्म तेंची एज कितें आसपाची ती ऑन दीस डिसिजन घेवन आमी तांकां परमीट दिवपाक सुरवात करता.
कितले एप्लिकेशन येयला तुमकां आनी कितले घेवंक शकता तुमी?
घेवंक शकता आमी. दॅर इज तशें कांय ना की हुएवर इज इंट्रस्टेड एंड हुएवर वॉन्ट्स टू ऑपरेट दॅर इज डेफिनेटली स्पेस. सो वी वील प्रोसीड फर्दर.
फर्स्ट प्रिफरन्स कोणाक आसतलो?
फर्स्ट गाडयो ऑलरेडी आसा
लोकॅलिटी पेडणे कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी पेडणे पीपल.
सो तशें काय आमी तशें स्ट्रिक्टली ऑफकोर्स दी स्टँड्स आर फॉर लोकल्स आनी लोकल्स.
एक म्हणजे आशिल्लें की तेंच्यांनी जो येलो कॅब स्टँड आसा त्याच प्रोसिजरान ब्लू कॅब
सिमिलर फंक्शन इन अ सिमिलर स्टँड. कलर
प्रोसिजर सेम आसतलो. लिगल प्रोसिजर जो येलो कॅबाक येलो ब्लॅकाक आसता तोच ब्लू कॅबाक आसतलो.
इट वील बी सिमिलर सेम. इट वील बी सिमिलर कारण आतां डिजिटायजेशन जालां. जेन्ना ती पयली प्रोविजन आशिल्ली तेन्ना डिजिटायजेशन कांय नाशिल्लें. So आतां there will be a proper counter, there will be a proper token system, there will be a proper person to handle that. Okay, the name of the passenger will be captured.
Existing operator आसा, गोवा माइल्स आसा, गोवा टॅक्सी आसा आणि दुसरे ते ऑपरेटर ते GMR एग्रीमेंट घेवन ते सगळे तांचे बद्दल कोणाचे कितले कितले ट्रिप्स चलता, इश्यूज कितें आसा ते सगळे डिस्कस केले. आणि स्पेशली फॉर पेडणेकारांक आमी ते ट्रान्सपोर्ट डिपार्टमेंटान ते एप्लिकेशन मागिल्ले तांकां ह्या ब्लू टॅक्सी तांचे मोर दॅन 1000 एप्लिकेशन तांचे आहेत. आज सेक्रेटरी ट्रान्सपोर्टान बी मिटींग घेतल्या ताचेर तांचे मिटींग तांकां कावंटर दिवचे आनी तांकां ऑपरेट करपाक फॅसिलिटेट करचे आनी तांकां परमीट दिवचे. सो ते एक आमी डिस्कस केल्ले आसा. आनी चीफ मिनिस्टर सरान म्हाका एक डायरेक्शन दिल्लें की हाजी एक रिव्यू करून एक कोऑर्डिनेशन करून एक सराक रिपोर्ट दिवपाक अपडेट आयच्या दिसान तांचे कडेन 150 कितें
गाडी
गाडयो
आसा,
आसात
तेच
आनी थोडे म्हणून सांगून जाय तशें घेतला ताणें.
ओके
सो आतां इनिशियल स्टेजीर कितले थंय परमिटां इश्यू करतले
ते ट्रान्सपोर्ट डिपार्टमेंट डिसायड करता. आतां फाल्यां आमी हें दवरला कितें विजीट दवरला ट्रान्सपोर्ट डिपार्टमेंटान कलेक्टर आनी म्हाजे ऑफिसर बी वतले. आमी ते कावंटर पळयतले.
आयज टॅक्सी वाल्यांक कोणाक आपोवना
इंटरनल
मिटींग सो तांकां केन्ना
हे आमकां ते म्हाका एक रिव्यू करपाक सीएमान सांगला म्हणून एक रिव्यू घेतला आनी सॉल्व कशें करचें म्हणून आमी डिस्कशन केल्लें आसा.
फाल्यां सायट इन्स्पेक्शन जातलें टोटल कशें कितें दिवपाचें
ना फाल्यां ते खंयचे ब्लू टॅक्सीचे एक इन्स्पेक्शन करतले. तांकां खंय कावंटर दितले तांकां पार्किंग खंय दितले ताजे बदल एक फाल्यां.
पूण एक दुसरें म्हणल्यार तुमी टॅक्सीवाल्यांक कॉन्फिडन्सान घेवचें ना हितून.
टॅक्सीवाले कॉन्फिडन्स घेवन
तुमी रिव्यू मिटींग केल्या सगळें केलां फायनल इश्यू तेंचो रिजॉल्व फाल्यां तेंची से आसतली न्ही.
नाही आमी रिव्यू मिटींग केला म्हणून आमी तेच करतले म्हणून इंटरनली आतां कितें करूं शकता म्हणून ठरयल्लें आसता. टॅक्सीवाले कॉन्फिडन्स घेवनूच फुडें वतले. ते ना जाल्यार आमी कितें करूं शकता.
Prasad Polji for Herald TV.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.